Uh, first thing is just a little speaking warm up to get our minds in English mode. So the first part is pretty simple. I'd like you to tell me what you did yesterday and try to use 3 or 4 linking words or phrases from the box below. So these linking words and phrases are sequencers. Really, it's very simple. First, second, third, next, then. In the beginning, you can use something like to begin or to start. At the end, you can use a phrase like finally or in conclusion. So who would like to tell me what they did yesterday? Let's start with, I'll start with Spring. Spring, can you tell me what you did yesterday? And try to use 3 or 4 of these sequencer linking phrases, please.
Yes. To begin, in the morning, I take my breakfast.
Okay, so this is really the most basic example of linking phrases, and these are sequences just to say what order something happened in. So you can say to begin, you can say to start, and I'll write them here. I mean, if you want to sound academic and very smart, you could say to commence, but that's very academic. That's maybe something for academic writing. That's great. That just lets your audience know that you are going to start talking about a subject. Then you have things like first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. After that, you can say things like next, then, after that. Also, you can say finally. You can also say lastly. And one really famous thing that a phrase we have in English, last but not least. Last but not least. So this is like another thing you can say to let your listener know that you're talking about the final thing in a series. We have phrases like in conclusion, if you want to summarize, in summary, things like to summarize. There are so many linking phrases for sequencers or to say the order. So that's the basic part of the lesson. And we also have all of these other reasons that we would use a linking phrase. So before I get into that, for example, I don't want to go to the store, but I need milk to cook dinner, right? So I don't want to go to the store, but I need milk to cook dinner. So here you're showing a contrast, different ideas, but they are connected together. And this is the simplest one that you know, but, right? The first linking phrase you learn in English, you also know this linking phrase, and. And is a very, very basic linking phrase. I want to go to the store and I want to go to the beach. Okay, So the idea or the concept is very easy. You understand the concept here because it's natural. You have it in your language and you learn to do this very, very quickly in English, except, of course, there are more advanced linking phrases. There are more sophisticated linking phrases to express more complicated and advanced ideas. So let's talk about this one, consequence. If you speak Spanish or Portuguese, you probably can recognize these two words right here in the middle, C-O-N and sequence. C-O-N means with, sequence means a sequence, one after the other. Consequence, that means what happens after you do something. And the most easiest consequence linking phrase is so. So let's look at this one on the whiteboard as well. I won't talk the entire time. I know it's boring when I just talk, but I need to explain a little bit. We also have so, right? I need milk to cook dinner, so I must go to the store, right? Look at this linking phrase. You understand so. You understand so. I need milk to cook dinner, so I must go to the store. You're taking these two ideas and you're connecting them, and right here is the consequence of this action, right? Because I need milk to cook dinner, I must go to the store. I need milk to cook dinner, so I must go to the store. I need milk to cook dinner. As a result, I must go to the store. So we have different linking words and phrases that mean the same exact thing. So look, as long as you understand that you are expressing a consequence, you have other words you can say that mean the same thing. For example, excuse me. Let's do one more here. It's the same thing as so. I need milk to cook dinner, therefore I must go to the store. And as you can see here, there are 3 different linking phrases, but they mean the same thing. They're just different ways to say the same thing. They function the same, therefore is advanced, therefore is academic, so is basic. They mean the same thing. They function as the same thing, just different ways to say the same thing. All of these words and phrases have a basic function, right? Some of these give additional information, more information. Some contrast. They express contrast. They connect two different ideas. Some give a reason. Some give a consequence. Some say the order or the sequence. There are these main categories, and then there are different ways to express it. Many of these are academic. So for example, if you want to go to college or university in the United States and you want to take the TOEFL exam, when you're writing the essay on the TOEFL exam, these are academic, advanced ways to say and. These are academic, advanced ways to say but. These are academic or advanced ways to say because. So I hope that makes sense. The only way, what do you do in order to entertain yourself during lockdown?
In order to entertain myself during lockdown, I cook and watching movies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. So
yeah.
she said, in order to entertain myself during lockdown, I cook and I watch movies. Don't forget habits and routines. Simple present. Very, very good job, Spring. In English, there are more linking phrases than this. However, I wanted to give you some of the best ones that you can begin using immediately. So it's natural to use linking phrases in your language. I know that you already have them in your language, so therefore you should start using them in English. Moreover, it will help you express yourself to your friends and have a better experience in the United States or with your English speaking buddies. As a result of the coronavirus, please name one thing that has happened as a result of the coronavirus.
I can say link to.
You can. Yes, you can.
Yes. Owing to coronavirus, I try to study a new language.
Great. Good. Excellent. This one is definitely advanced, right? This is not as common because it's more advanced, but you used it very well. Owing to the coronavirus, I tried to study a new language. So you're connecting these two ideas. The coronavirus, try to study a new language, right? You're connecting them for your listener. So very good job. And let's see here. Kasia, last but not least, Kasia, name one thing that has happened as a result of the coronavirus.
I didn't have any consequences because I was in San Diego.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, no worries. Now try to use this phrase as a result. So you can still say what you said. You can say what you said with this phrase. Like you could say like nothing happened to me as a result.